We have 6 hours of racing on Saturday. This is our first press conference of the weekend. Thank you for taking some time out. As you can see, we have from your left Andre Lotterer, Mathias Lauda, Nico Hulkenberg, Antonio Liuzzi with us this afternoon. We will give you a chance to ask some questions, and please take that opportunity. As we've only got 4 of the guys here, it is a good opportunity for you guys to have a wee chat and ask some of the questions. Let's start off. I'll start off with Tonio, as he's at this end, closest to me. Good afternoon, Tonio, and thank you very much for being with us. Let me get out of the way so that I don't get in any of the pictures. Welcome back to Spa. You looking forward to this weekend?
Yeah, definitely. Much more than Silverstone, because we have new parts in the car, new updates, so I'm looking forward to have a dry run to understand it better.
Hoping for some decent weather at the weekend. Some new front bodywork for the car this weekend. Obviously you haven't had much chance to test it, but what are the guys telling you? Is it going to make a big difference for you?
Yeah, we believe that we made quite a big step forward, because we have got a new rear suspension, new gearbox, front bodywork, engine cover, so quite a big chunk in the car. So I'm looking forward to drive it for the first time, because in the morning I had no chance to drive, and that's why I'm looking forward to some dry running, because we need to understand and make mileage in the car. Obviously Silverstone was the most difficult track for us, because we have really lack of downforce, but here with this new step forward we should have make an improvement, and we are for sure pushing to have a better and more consistent car before Le Mans.
Nico, welcome, and got to ask you first of all your initial impressions of the paddock here, the atmosphere of the WEC.
No, all good so far. Obviously, I think today with the weather it's a bit of a quiet day, but I think from tomorrow it will ramp up with more fans and people turning up. But yeah, first time out in this car in the wet, also with other cars, GTs, LMP2s on the track, but enjoyed myself in the car. I think got the first experience under my belt there, and it went well, and I look forward to get back in the afternoon. Obviously
you've done some testing of the car before you got here. Nothing can prepare you for what you've seen today out there, but how have you got on with the car?
Yeah, quite well, to be honest. The handling was better and easier than expected, really. These 4-wheel drive cars are quite impressive, in terms of traction out of low-speed corners. Quite, a little more easy than an F1 car, with just one axle massively overpowered. But otherwise, no, it was pretty straightforward, as I said, and yeah.
Anybody in the other paddock been asking about these cars, what's it like to drive them? Obviously Mark came over, and we've got 1 or 2 other former Formula drivers here, and these cars look pretty impressive on the telly now. Yes, they are. They're great fun to drive. And also, the way you're able to push, you can really push for 2-hour stints. You almost have to push lap after lap, and that's also something I'm quite impressed about. But the whole technology, the hybrid system, everything is working really well together. And these cars are fun to drive, definitely. To your left, thank you. To your right, excuse me, Mathias. Welcome to Spa. That was a bit of an interesting one this morning. Were you out in the car this morning?
I mean, I was just out in the end for the last 5 minutes, and it was really bad. So I went out in 2 laps and I came back in because there was too much water on the track with a lot of aquaplaning on the straight. So for me it was too dangerous, so I came back in. So hopefully in the afternoon it stopped raining a little bit, and we can make a couple of wet laps and understand the car a little bit more. But yeah. Great start of the season at Silverstone. Congratulations. Really big weekend for everybody concerned with the team. Yes, for sure. It's always great. The first race, and it was a win already. It's fantastic. It gives us a lot of motivation to go to the second round here in Spa. Our goal is to do the same again. I mean, we have a strong teammates, a strong car, and yeah, I mean now, like once you win, you want to win all the time, and yeah, we try our best to work really hard and try to get another win. Andre, on the end there. Good afternoon. Welcome to you. Thanks for joining us. Good weekend for Audi as well at Silverstone a few weeks ago. Can we keep that momentum going for the 4 rings here at Spa?
Well, hopefully. We have our Le Mans downforce car, we call it. So it's another evolution of our last year's car, and hopefully we'll be good enough as well to be at the top. But at the moment we don't know how it will be against the competition. Also with the session being dry, don't really know. But yeah, hopefully we'll be competitive to have another great race. Silverstone was a lot of fun, so I think it would be nice.
Quite unusual to have two of the two championship point scoring cars, the full championship cars, running in the low downforce spec. It's a very, very different package that the car has got. You must be very confident bringing that car here for both of the full season cars. It's performed well in testing, clearly.
Well, not only that, we want to gather as much information as possible for Le Mans. Obviously, with two cars, it's more, and we know already a bit more about the WEC car, let's call it. So we need to learn more about Le Mans. So that's the decision we took to prepare ourselves the best way.
Unfortunate incident this morning for Ollie out in the 8 car. Is he okay? And that's the most important thing, of course. And how's the car?
Yeah, you know, it's tough in those conditions. I think it could have happened to anybody, unfortunately. But he's okay. The car a bit less, but should be able to fix it. Yeah, and I hope Kazuki is okay as well. Don't really know how is he doing. So yeah, this happens in those conditions. It's racing.
You've got enough bits to put it back together again. Enough spares.
Yeah. Should be fine. I mean, it's not ideal, obviously, because you know it's tough work for the team. Everybody's working really hard to prepare Le Mans and everything. It's a lot of resources, but you know we're ready.
I might as well start with you, Tonio, again. How much is your mind and the team's mind on this race here at Spa? How much on Le Mans, the next race?
Definitely, always the focus is on Le Mans, but every race is a big and important test because, especially here at Spa, I think the configuration is much closer. It's the closest track to Le Mans, so this is a really good benchmark. And I think Silverstone, as I said, for us it was quite tough because downforce is really important. In Le Mans is more difficult, more different because it's less important downforce. You need to make a good compromise between the downforce and drag on the straight to have a good top speed. So I think here is the main focus, trying to achieve as many laps as possible to have more information, because this for me is the best test before the 24 hour.
And Nico, on a personal level, what do you hope to get out of this race? Obviously Le Mans is the next one along for you as well. This is important time in the car for you, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. The main objective for us this weekend in car 19 is, you know, to gain as much experience as possible, learn as much as we can. Obviously, we don't do the full season. Our you know, focus is 100% on Le Mans, so that's the most important. That everybody gets its time in the car and, you know, has a good progression then onwards to Le Mans.
Was it a difficult decision for you to come and do this and do 2 programs at once? It's quite unusual nowadays.
No, it wasn't difficult at all, to be honest. Since the starts talked, or the talks were started, my interest was high and always there. The only thing obviously I needed to get was the green light from my team, from Force India, which luckily I did. I'm very grateful for that, and it was, you know, a very unique and special opportunity to come and do this, so I grabbed it while it was there.
Is it possible to make any comparison between this track that you drive in the Formula 1 car and this track as you drive it in the prototype?
Well, at the moment I think it's a bit early and unfair. It's been really wet now, so it's a bit early days to say that, but I think the main thing that really stands out is the four-wheel drive. You know, these cars have a lot of traction, and it's quite nice to pull yourself out of a low-speed corner and you just can nail it and push really hard.
What does the simulation say in terms of how close the lap times? A second, a couple of seconds, 3 seconds? That's what it was at Silverstone.
I don't know, you know better than me.
We'll be watching, I tell you, we will be. Mathias, from the GT and Aston Martin's point of view, obviously you bagged maximum points at Silverstone. Is it a kind of a difficult situation for you? You've got Le Mans coming up, but you've got a championship here as well that you guys are looking at.
Yes, for sure, because our car, the 98 car, that finished second in the championship last year, so the goal is to win this year the championship, and yeah, for me Le Mans is the first time. I've never been there before, so I'm really looking forward. It's one of the biggest races in the world. So I'm really glad to be part of it, first of all, and then we need to make a good job. I mean, we need to make sure we score points at every race, and hopefully we can win the championship.
It was a big thing for Paul having to qualify the car for the first time at Silverstone. He hasn't had to do that before. He did a cracking job, didn't he?
Yeah, for sure. I think Paul, he's really strong, especially in qualifying. He did a good job. We started pole in Silverstone, and then like the whole stint that he did was really good. Even in the morning, in the wet, he did really good lap times. So I think we have a really strong package. All three of us so far did a good job, and the car is doing well. So hopefully we have luck and we have no like crashes or failures through the whole season where we score no points. If we can put the car, score points and have a couple of podiums and just see it race by race, we have a good chance.
And Andre, I'll ask the same question to you about the focus. Is the focus for you, for Audi here? Is the focus at Le Mans, or does it have to be in both places at the same time almost?
Well, Le Mans is a big countdown. I think that started already a little while ago, and it's like a gradual build-up to it. And this race here, of course, is a really good rehearsal for everything, but it's not anymore a rehearsal where you compromise yourself in the focus of Le Mans. So the WEC is really important as well. So you try to optimize everything to fit both worlds together, and I think this is what we're doing at the moment. And for me, on my side, my mind is more on this race, and yeah, like I said, the build-up to Le Mans kind of works in the back of your mind already.
How much does it hurt not having the number one on an Audi this year?
It's okay, and you have to earn it, and we didn't do it last year, so we're here to get it back, and hopefully the lucky 7 will help us.